Hi everyone, and welcome to well, as many people will call it, a chill stream. Well, really, this is probably gonna be a long-ish stream, but anyways, welcome. It's hardcore ZC. No, I'm sorry for sounding mellow. It's just I had a little bit of a problem on my Discord server. Someone decided to leave because they don't want to talk about God or Christianity or religion or anything, and I feel like I might have offended them. So to that person, I apologize, but I will stand by my Christian values, but I will not force anything on anyone. So anyways, I hope y'all are having a blessed day. Today is Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. As y'all know, Mom had surgery, and the surgery went well, and she came home this morning. She's doing a lot better. Now the doctor does have her on some very powerful painkillers, and I think she should be back to work, and maybe sometime next year or something. I don't know. But anyways, so since this is a little Bible reading stream, we're gonna read the first 5 chapters of the book of Isaiah. So here we are in the book of Isaiah. So here we go. Chapter 1. The vision concerning Judah and Jerusalem that Isaiah son of Amos, how do I say it? It's either Amos or Amos. I think it's Amos. It's because of that Z on the end. Okay, well anyways, Isaiah son of Amos saw during the reigns of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, a rebellious nation. Hear me, you heathens. Listen, earth, for the Lord has spoken. I reared children and brought them up, but they have rebelled against me. The ox knows its master, the donkey its owner's manager, but Israel does not know. My people do not understand. Woe to the sinful nation, a people whose guilt is great, a brood of evildoers, children given to corruption. They have forsaken the Lord. They have spurned the Holy One of Israel and turned their backs on him. Why should you be beaten anymore? Why do you persist in rebellion? Your whole head is injured. Your whole heart is afflicted. From the sole of your foot to the top of your head there is no soundness, only wounds and welts and open sores, not cleansed or bandaged or soothed with olive oil. Your country is desolate. Your city is burned with fire. Your fields are being stripped by foreigners right before you, laid waste as when... Okay, let me actually... I wonder if I should turn the music off. Okay. Your country is... Sorry. Your country is desolate. Your cities burned with fire. Your fields are being stripped by foreigners right before you, laid waste as when overthrown by strangers. Daughter Zion is left like a shelter in a vineyard, like a hut in a cucumber field, like a city under siege. Unless the Lord Almighty had left us some survivors, we would have become like Sodom. We would have become like Gomorrah. Hear the word of the Lord, you rulers of Sodom. Listen to the instruction of our God, you people of Gomorrah. The multitude of your sacrifices, what are they to me, says the Lord? Okay, I think I'm gonna just cut the music off, probably. Just while I'm reading the Bible. I have more than enough of burnt offerings, of rams, and the fat of fattened animals. I have no pleasure in the blood. I have no pleasure in the blood of bulls and lambs and goats. When you come to appear before me, who has asked this of you? This trampling of my courts. Stop bringing meaningless offerings. Your incense is detestable to me. New moons, Sabbaths, and convocations, I cannot bear your worthless assemblies. Your new moon feasts and your appointed festivals I hate with all my being. They have become a burden to me. I am weary of bearing them. When you spread out your hands in prayer, I hide my eyes from you. Even when you offer many prayers, I am not listening. Your hands are full of blood. Wash and make yourselves clean. Take your evil deeds out of my sight. Stop doing wrong. Learn to do right, seek justice, defend the oppressed, take up the cause of the fatherless, plead the case of the widow. Come now, let us settle the matter, says the Lord. Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they are red as crimson, they shall be like wool. If you are willing and obedient, you will eat the good things of the land. But if you resist and rebel, you will be devoured by the sword. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken. See how the faithful city has become a prostitute. She was once full of justice. Righteousness used to dwell in her, but now murderers. Your silver has become dross. I think that's how you say it, right? Hold on. Pronounce dross.
Dross.
Okay, so dross, I was right the first time. Hang on, I think. Hang on, I need to make sure. I think I might have hang on, I don't know if I turned my volume down or off. Okay, there we go. I turned my volume off on my headset by accident. Okay. Your silver has become dross. Your choice wine is diluted with water. Your rulers are rebels, partners with thieves. They all love bribes and chase after gifts. They do not defend the cause of the fatherless. The widow's case does not come before them. Therefore the Lord Almighty, the Lord Almighty, the Mighty One of Israel declares, I will vent my wrath on my foes and avenge myself on my enemies. I will turn my hand against you. I will thoroughly purge away your dross and remove all your impurities. I will restore your leaders as in the days of old, your rulers as at the beginning. Afterward you will be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. Zion will be delivered with justice, her penitent ones with righteousness. But rebels and sinners will both be broken, and those who forsake the Lord will perish. You will be ashamed because of the sacred oaks in which you have delighted. You will be disgraced because of the gardens that you have chosen. You will be like an oak with fading leaves, like a garden without water. The mighty man will become tender, and his work a spark. Both will burn together, with no one to quench the fire. Chapter 2. The Mountain of the Lord. This is what Isaiah son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. In the last days the mountain of the Lord's temple will be established as the highest of the mountains. It will be exalted above the hills, and all nations will stream to it. Many peoples will come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the temple of the God of Jacob. He will teach us his ways, so that we may walk in his paths. The law will go out from Zion, the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. He will judge between the nations, and will settle disputes for many peoples. They will beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Let me make sure I said that. Pruning.
Pruning.
Yep, pruning. Pruning hooks. Nation will not take up sword against nation, nor will they train for war any more. Come, descendants of Jacob, let us walk in the light of the Lord, the day of the Lord. You, Lord, have abandoned your people, the descendants of Jacob. They are full of superstitions from the east. They practice divination like the Philistines and embrace pagan customs. Their land is full of silver and gold. There is no end to their treasures. Their land is full of horses. There is no end to their chariots. Their land is full of idols. They bow down to the work. Oh, sorry, just an announcement from another server. Pizza Duffy. He's doing something. Might go raid him later. Their land is full of idols. They bow down to the work of their hands, to what their fingers have made. So people will be brought low and everyone humbled. Do not forgive them. Why not raise them up? Sorry, he was putting that. It's Pizza Duffy again. Apologies for that. Go into the rocks, hide in the ground, from the fearful presence of the Lord and the splendor of his majesty. The eyes of the arrogant will be humbled, and human pride brought low. The Lord alone will be exalted in that day. The Lord Almighty has a day in store for all the proud and lofty, for all that is exalted, and they will be humbled, for all the cedars of Lebanon, tall and lofty, and all the oaks of Bashan, for all the towering mountains and all the high hills, for every lofty tower and every fortified wall, for every trading ship, Hebrew, every ship of Tarshish, and every stately vessel. The arrogance of man will be brought low, and human pride humbled. The Lord alone will be exalted in that day, and the idols will totally disappear. People will flee to caves in the rocks and to holes in the ground from the fearful presence of the Lord and the splendor of his majesty. When he rises to shake the earth, in that day people will throw away to the moles and bats their idols of silver and idols of gold, which they made to worship. They will flee to caverns in the rocks and to the overhanging crags from the fearful presence of the Lord and the splendor of his majesty when he rises to shake the earth. Stop trusting in mere humans, who have but a breath in their nostrils. Why hold them in esteem? Alright, chapter 3. Judgment on Jerusalem and Judah. See now, the Lord Almighty, is about to take from Jerusalem and Judah both supply and support, all supplies of food and all supplies of water, the hero and the warrior, the judge and the prophet, the diviner and the elder, the captain of 50 and the man of rank, the counselor, skilled craftsman, and clever enchanter. I will make mere use of their officials. Children will rule over them. People will oppress each other, man against man, neighbor against neighbor. The young will rise up against the old, the nobody against the honored. A man will seize one of his brothers in his father's house and say, "You have a cloak, you be our leader. Take charge of this heap of ruins." But in that day he will cry out, "I have no remedy. I have no food or clothing in my house. Do not make me the leader of the people." Jerusalem staggers, Judah is falling. Their words and deeds are against the Lord, defying his glorious presence. The look on their faces testifies against them. They parade their sin like Sodom. They do not hide it. Woe to them, they have brought disaster upon themselves. Tell the righteous it will be well with them, for they will enjoy the fruit of their deeds. Woe to the wicked, disaster is upon them. They will be paid back for whatever their hands have done. Youths oppress my people. Women rule over them. Hang on. Oh, and Abe, how you doing, man? Thanks for popping in. I didn't see you there. That's Abe. He just goes by the name Enigma on Twitch. My Twitter friend Abe. Thanks for popping in. How are you? Okay, where were we? Alright. Youths oppress my people. Women rule over them. My people, your guides, lead you astray. They turn you from the path. The Lord takes his place in court. He rises to judge the people. The Lord enters into judgment against the elders and leaders of his people. It is you who have ruined my vineyard. The plunder from the poor is in your houses. What do you mean by crushing my people and grinding the faces of the poor? Declares the Lord Almighty. The Lord, let's see, Abe says, I'm doing good. How is your mom doing? Oh, mom's doing fine. The doctor has her on some really, really strong painkillers. I think it's called oxycortisone or something. It's a really powerful painkiller. And, cause she has multiple stitches. And, a fun fact about the surgery, it was done by a robot. And I think that's why it was done faster than expected. But I think whatever the robot was controlled by the doctor who, okay, in fact, it had to have been controlled by a human. So probably the doctor who did her surgery controlled the thing. Where were we? Alright, the Lord says, the women of Zion are haughty, walking along with outstretched necks, flirting with their eyes, strutting along with swaying hips, with ornaments jingling on their ankles. Therefore the Lord will bring sores on the heads of the women of Zion. The Lord will make their scalps bald. In that day the Lord will snatch away their finery, the bangles and headbands and crescent necklaces, the earrings and bracelets and veils, the headdresses and anklets and sashes, the perfume bottles and charms, the signet rings and the nose rings, the fine robes and the capes and cloaks, the purses and mirrors and the linen garments and tiaras and shawls. Instead of fragrance there will be a stench, instead of a sash, a rope, instead of well-dressed hair, baldness, instead of fine clothing, sackcloth, instead of beauty, branding. Your men will fall by the sword, your warriors in battle. The gates of Zion will lament and mourn. Destitute, she will sit on the ground. Now, let me check and see what's going on here on Discord real quick. All right. No, wait. Now let me see what was going on here. Okay, 6 notifications. Okay. So I saw something else going on, but well, it's alright, I can check it later. And that day 7 women will take hold of one man. Oh, okay, this is chapter 4, so here we go. Chapter 4. In that day 7 women will take hold of one man and say, "We will eat our own food and provide our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace." The branch of the Lord. In that day the branch of the Lord will be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the land will be the pride and glory of the survivors in Israel. Those who are left in Zion, who remain in Jerusalem, will be called holy, and all who are recorded among the living in Jerusalem. The Lord will wash away the filth of the women of Zion. He will cleanse the bloodstains from Jerusalem by a spirit of judgment and a spirit of fire. Then the Lord will create over all... Hold on. Or the Spirit. Okay, but I thought you were going to stream on YouTube. Okay, Abe says, I thought you were going to stream on YouTube as well, but then I saw the notification for you on Discord. Yeah, Restream.io, the software I use that lets me stream to both YouTube and Twitch, it's acting up again. I tried restarting my computer, but because I figured it had to have been something on my end, but that didn't work, so I'm just going to stream on Twitch tonight, and if these issues persist, I'm probably just going to move over to Twitch and just re-upload my streams to YouTube. So I hope Restream gets this issue fixed. It's either something on my end, which I could probably fix, or either it's something on their end. I don't know what. So where were we? Alright, then the Lord will create over... Alright, here we go. Verse 5. Then the Lord will create over all of Mount Zion, and over those who assemble there, a cloud of smoke by day, and a glow of flaming fire by night. Over everything the glory will be a canopy. It will be a shelter and shade from the heat of the day, and a refuge and hiding place from the storm and rain. And here we are, chapter 5. The Song of the Vineyard. I will sing for the one I love, a song about his vineyard. My loved one had a vineyard on a fertile hillside. He dug it up and cleared it of stones, and planted it with the choicest vines. He built a watchtower in it, and cut out a winepress as well. Then he looked for a crop of good grapes, but it yielded only bad fruit. Now you dwellers in Jerusalem and people of Judah, judge between me and my vineyard. What more could have been done for my vineyard than I have done for it? When I looked for good grapes, why did it yield only bad? Now I will tell you what I am going to do with my vineyard. I will take away its hedge, and it will be destroyed. I will break down its wall, and it will be trampled. I will make it a wasteland, neither pruned nor cultivated, and briars and thorns will grow there. I will command the clouds not to rain on it. The vineyard of the Lord Almighty is the nation of Israel, and the people of Judah are the vines he delighted in. And he looked for justice, but saw bloodshed, for righteousness, but heard cries of distress. Woes and judgment. Woe to you who add house to house and join field to field till no space is left, and you live alone in the land. The Lord Almighty has declared in my hearing, surely the great houses will become desolate, the fine mansions left without occupants. A 10-acre vineyard will only produce a bath of wine, a homer. Only a bath of wine. Now, according to this little note thingy, that says a bath. That's about 6 gallons or 22 liters. Now, a homer, that is about 360 pounds or 160 kilograms of seed, will only yield an ephah, 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 however you say it, that is probably about 36 pounds or 16 kilograms of grain. Woe to those who rise early in the morning to run after their drinks, who stay up late at night, till they are inflamed with wine. They have harps and lyres at their banquets, pipes and timbrels and wine, but they have no regard for the deeds of the Lord, no respect for the work of his hands. Therefore my people will go into exile for lack of understanding. Those of high rank will die of hunger, and the common people will be parched with thirst. Therefore death expands its jaws, opening wide its mouth. Into it will descend their nobles and masses, with all their brawlers and revelers. So people will be brought low, and everyone humbled, the eyes of the arrogant humbled. But the Lord Almighty will be exalted by his justice, and the holy God will be proved holy by his righteous acts. Then sheep will graze as in their own pasture, lambs will feed, and this says Septuagint, Hebrew / strangers will eat. Okay, among the ruins of the rich, woe to those who draw sin along with cords of deceit, and wickedness as with cart ropes. To those who say, let God hurry, let him hasten his work so we may see it. The plan of the Holy One of Israel, let it approach, let it come into view so we may know it. Woe to those who call good evil and who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe to those who are wise in their own eyes and clever in their own sight. Woe to those who are heroes at drinking wine and champions at mixing drinks, who acquit the guilty for a bribe, but deny justice to the innocent. Therefore, as tongues of fire lick up straw, and as dry grass sinks down in flames, so their roots will decay, and their flowers blow away like dust. For they have rejected the law of the Lord Almighty, and spurned the word of the Holy One of Israel. Therefore the Lord's anger burns against his people. His hand is raised, and he strikes them down. The mountains shake, and the dead bodies are like refuse. Hold on. I think it means like refuse in the streets. It's either refuse or refuse. I don't know. Yet for all this, his anger is not turned away. His hands are still upraised. He lifts up a banner for the distant nations. He whistles for those at the ends of the earth. Here they come, swiftly and speedily. Not one of them grows tired or stumbles. Not one slumbers or sleeps. Not a belt is loosened at the waist. Not a sandal strap is broken. Their arrows are sharp. All their bows are strung. Their horses' hooves seem like a flint. Their chariot wheels like a whirlwind. Their roar is like that of a lion. That of the lion. They roar like young lions. They growl as they seize their prey, and carry it off with no one to rescue. In that day they will roar over it, like the roaring of the sea. And if one looks at the land, there is only darkness and distress. Even the sun will be darkened by clouds. And, well, if you were watching, and of course, the verse of the day is actually out of Isaiah. Well, actually, no, wait. It says Micah, but then I hit reset, and then it was going to, okay, for some reason it said Micah, then Isaiah, then Micah. So we'll just say Micah 5:2. But you, Bethlehem, Ephrathat, however you say it, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come for me one who will be ruler over Israel, whose origins are from of old, from ancient times. This is prophesying the coming of Jesus. So, with the Bible reading out of the way, we're going to be trying. Well, first off, if you're familiar with the mobile game AFK Arena, then you've probably heard of AFK Journey, which was recently released, I think. Yeah, I've basically given up on Wuthering Waves for the time being, since it obviously never wants to work. So anyways, we're going to try AFK Journey to see how she goes. So Just a second, y'all. Just a second. Alright. So, it's trying. Okay. Set the privacy policy. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so I can sign in through Google. Okay. Okay, you know what? From now on, when I start these new, from now on when I start games like this and it requires me to log in, I'm just gonna try. I don't know. I just need to try them first just to see if they require any form of login. Then gonna make me put in my Google account. See, I have a feeling that this is gonna wind up being just like Wuthering Waves. That it'll just say require a server, and that won't be able to even play the game. There we go. Okay. So... Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So... Stats. Okay, so I can put my, I can put my stats there. Okay. Stats. Okay. Download basic resources. Okay, so looks like I gotta download some stuff. Lovely. 7650.22 megabytes. This is crazy, y'all. So I guess I'm gonna just put some mute. I'm gonna just mute the game audio, and I'm gonna just put some music. I'm gonna just put Christmas music back on while the game's downloading. So just bear with me, y'all. Just bear with me. If this doesn't work, we're just gonna change games, and I'm just every time I get a stream. Wait a minute. What's the point of even having these getting these anime games if they all require me to go onto a server where there's no room, and it's just. So I basically just stream for nothing then. And, well, in fact, you know what? No. No. Hold on. What's this? Okay. So, apologies that this has taken so long, y'all. It's just, I never think ahead. You know what? From now on, I need to download stuff ahead of time before I stream. Sometimes I feel like I wonder if I'm just a failure, but then I look and I'm not a failure. Where am I going with this? I think I just need to be quiet, so I'm gonna mute my mic and just not talk. Y'all know what? I'm gonna change the stream title. I'm gonna just change the stream title. Don't be upset, dude. You're doing great. Oh, hey, Dose. Thanks for popping in. And trying another anime open world game. Got to download a bunch of stuff, and I'm just. But thank you for popping in, and I hope you're having a great day, man. I'm trying not to get upset. I mean, I'm 20 years old, and sometimes I just want to break down and cry like a 5-year-old. But then there are sometimes in life you can't help but cry. I mean, like, for example, when me and my mom went to go see, I think, when like, me and my family, and I think my cousin Caitlin, I don't know if she was with us or not. I mean, I think she was, but I don't remember. But when we saw Avengers Endgame, when Iron Man died, I heard someone in the theater crying behind me. It was just so emotional. It hit you like a train, man. It was just so emotional. And so I think probably what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna haha, lol, I've been here since the reading. I just didn't want to interrupt. Dude, I'm 22. I can't help but want to cry too. So, yeah, I mean, hey, I could care less if you comment during the reading. I mean, I just don't want to get distracted, though. I mean, I think the best thing I could do, depending on what book of the Bible I'm reading, is read about 5 chapters a day. Now, if it's a super, super long chapter, then I want to try to keep my Bible reading under 35 to 40 or 45 minutes at the most. But I mean, hey, still want to read anyways. So let me see. So regarding my Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach stream from last night, I've decided that I'm going to try for all the endings in the future. That's right, you heard me, all the endings. That one where Gregory just runs out of the pizza place at 6 a.m. That one, that was just... See, I could have got that in like 6 to 8 hours, but it took me almost a year to get that because I've just been so lazy and caught up in my fanfics and stuff. And, so I'm gonna try for all the endings. And, I might also go through the original FNAF games in the future if I can just get them on sale. Because, money's kind of tight. Money's kind of tight, like I said. So, let me see. So, tell y'all what. I'm just gonna cut AFK Journey off because I don't want to wait all night for it to download. So, we're just gonna try another game. And I'm gonna change the title. And then gaming. Okay, so there we go. I've changed the title. Okay, so, okay, allow. Okay, for some reason, Dose, for some reason, that message you just sent, for some reason, my chat detector thingy For some reason it flagged your message, but I allowed it anyways. Let me see. That ending of security breach was the bane of my existence since it sparked the Gregory as a robot theory. I don't think Gregory's a robot. I mean, I think he's only like 9 years old or something. And very small for his size. Now, okay, while I figure out what game we're gonna do next, let's see, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I know in my, okay, Marvel Rivals. Well, in fact, speaking of that, Abe, I actually did download Marvel Rivals today. I downloaded it, so maybe we'll try that out instead. I can just, save AFK Arena for, I mean, AFK Journey for, another time. Alright, so, let's just hope Marvel Rivals will work. Please no long load-ups or anything. I can join you. Yeah, I mean, if I can get it to work, man, I'll let you join. And, Dose, if you have Marvel Rivals too, you're welcome to join. If you're able to, that is. Or if you want. Just saying. Let's see, so... well, in my Five Nights at Freddy's alt universe, the one I've been working on, Gregory's biological father, he's an alcoholic outlaw biker. I don't. Sorry, dude. Oh, it's okay, Dose. It's okay. I mean, maybe someday there's something you and I can both do. Well, anyways, in my Five Nights at Freddy's alternate universe, Gregory's biological father, I mean, Gregory, he's like a victim. He was unwanted, abused, hated, cussed out, all that stuff. His biological father is an abusive, alcoholic, outlaw biker, and, originally I had him, I mean, maybe I still do, and I'm probably just gonna scrap it, that one aspect, but, I have him down as like a neo-Nazi biker, because in one of the scrap drafts of the story after the breach, he had a biker vest with the Nazi symbol on the back. I'm not gonna say the word because I don't want to get chewed out by the Twitch watchdogs. But yeah, and he would do stuff like throw beer bottles at Gregory and stuff like that. Alright, so I think Marvel Rivals will work. And, so, as for the future of that story after the breach, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do with it, because I've run out of motivation to work on it, but it's like I have the story in my mind. One of the ideas I had for it was that William Afton, now, in my universe, William Afton, he was like a very, I mean, of course, he was a well-to-do businessman, owner of Fazbear Entertainment, like always, multi-millionaire, billionaire, but then when stuff like the Bite of 83, the Bite of 87, and then something else called the Springlock Incident of 95, when those things happened, it's like his downfall began, and it drove him, and it led to him being driven insane mentally, and so it led to him essentially a mob boss as a result of insanity. Well, wait a minute. Another thing I had in my mind was that he was taken to federal court to stand trial for everything, and what else? And basically he robbed a bank or something to get money to basically pay his way out. And so I gotta go over my notes, but I know one of the drafts he robbed a bank, became a wanted man by the FBI, and eventually he faked his own demise and changed his name to Willie Barclay, which still stands. And Willie Barclay, the alias of William Afton, he's supposed to be like, think about Boss Hogg from that old sitcom, The Dukes of Hazzard. So essentially, you could say William Afton's alias, Willie Barclay, is like Boss Hogg from The Dukes of Hazzard. in a sort of way. But then, of course, Afton becomes the mob boss still. And so, it's so complicated. But, in my current project that I've been working on, which is Five Nights at Freddy's and Half-Life Crossing Over, which is Combat Bunny, Glamrock Bonnie, that is, becomes an agent for the Elite Combat Agency, and he's tasked with hunting down, or really capturing, William Afton at his hideout in Canada, which he does. And well, will serve as an end to Afton. Once I get an idea for after the breach, because I want to put Afton in there somewhere if I get back to work on it. And switching back to Combat Bunny, other plans I have for that is where the Combine from Half-Life 2 somehow returned to Earth. I mean, as that already happened in chapter what chapter was that? Let me go look. Okay, chapter 4. Where Bonnie, he's just having a day to himself. He's just enjoying himself at a little secluded spot, but then he's attacked by a Combine advisor. The Combine somehow returned to Earth. And so, essentially, the story's going to go how Bonnie eventually saves Earth from a Combine invasion. But it will also be like a huge mix between FNAF and Half-Life. And Marvel Rivals has taken a while to load, so if that again, swap games and just try something else. But then if all else fails, then I don't know. Maybe we'll just sit and chat till we can figure out something. Now, if y'all want to go read those fanfics, I can put the link in the chat. So there it is. And also, if it's okay with Dose, I want to put the link to his. I want to put the link to his page. I mean, if it's okay with him, that is. Because Dose is a pretty good guy too, and he's also working on some fanfiction stuff. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so here's Dose's archive of our own page, and I also found out he has a fanfiction.net page. But I think the archive of our own page will be enough. So he's a really good guy. Y'all should go check him out. Hold on, what's this? No problem, man. No problem. So, y'all go check Dose out. And, okay, so Marvel Rivals is loading. It's at 48%. Okay, 51%. 52%. It's taking some time. Done. Alright. So, let me see. So while Marvel Rivals is loading, I'm gonna give y'all a little preview of what's next for Combat Bunny. I've been working bit by bit on Chapter 5, which is the meeting. So I'm gonna move it down here where y'all can see it. So who's your favorite Marvel character? Truth be told, I don't know what to tell you, Abe. I mean, I'm mainly a Spider-Man and Iron Man guy, I guess you could say, or mainly just Spider-Man. So, anyways, here's a preview of Chapter 5, the meeting. So, the location is the ECA field office in Atlanta, Georgia. The time, 10 a.m. The date, I never really could specify a date, but it's in 2020, and COVID did happen, but it wasn't as bad as it was in real life. And so, you have this music from Half-Life 2, Particle Ghost. Bonnie was called to the ECA's field office in Atlanta for an important meeting. He felt in his gut that it had to do with that creature that attacked him at the lake. I'm probably going to add some more stuff in here. So, by 10:15 a.m., he was already in the conference room and in his seat, waiting for when a somewhat heavy-set man wearing a polo shirt and blue jeans with black shoes came in with a vanilla folder. He walked up to the podium. Wait a minute, is Marvel Rivals already finished? Oh wait, never mind. Marvel Rivals already started up, so I could just save this little preview thing for later. I'll probably add like little bits and pieces of stuff like on my Twitter page and on my Discord page as I go. Here we go. Let me cut. Alright, here we go. Well, here we are. Alright. Okay, so it's frozen up a bit, y'all. Because I've just launched it for the first time. Okay, so let's see. In fact, you know what? Hold on. There has to be a, There has to be a, So... Is there, like, a tutorial I can play or something? No, I said cancel match. Cancel match. Crap. Crud. Gotta back out somehow, but it's stuck in the loading process, so I'm essentially trapped. Okay, yeah, there is a tutorial. I saw the tutorial, but then of course, I accidentally clicked find a match.
Or villain, I'm not judging.
Okay, as
30
soon...
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Come on, load up, please. What's going on Facebook? Stuck in a loading loop. It won't even... Okay, I'm just gonna exit out of this. This game is too much for me. I'm gonna just try it some other time. It's too much. I can't handle it. Stuck in a loading phase. Okay, don't beat myself up. There's gotta be some... I don't have to stream every night. So I'm sorry about that, y'all, but it's just the game was stuck in a loading cycle. I didn't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm beating myself up over nothing. So Why do I do anything? You know what? No. You know what? No. I've had screw ups all night. Let me tell you something. And if you're a Christian, you'll get this. The devil, he wants to screw with you. He wants to mess with you. Don't let him. He's been kicking my butt all night. I'm not gonna let him. No. Sorry. So you know what? We'll go old school. We'll play Team Fortress Classic. We'll go old school, y'all. Play some background music. That's the spirit. Amen. And in fact, let me show y'all something funny before we start gaming. You heard me talk about the professional wrestler Stone Cold Steve Austin. Then have y'all seen the guy named Horace Hogan? He basically ripped off Steve Austin by shaving his head bald, growing a beard, and then started wearing the knee braces like Stone Cold did. Someone just called him Scuff Stone Cold. Seriously, compare Horace Hogan to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Come on, why ain't they? It won't load. There, see, look. Okay, so compare Horace. See, compare Horace Hogan to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Which do you think? Who do you think looks Hogan, Horace Hogan, or Steve Austin? WCW did anything they could to get back at WWE. Oh. All right. All right. So yeah, voice then audio. Okay. Reason the sounds aren't even playing. Boom 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 boom. And I can't play Horace Hogan's theme, the third one, Horace Boulder, because it'll probably get copyright claim or something. And I don't want to take Twitch off, but I mean his theme, the Horace Boulder theme, that it's a really cool theme in my opinion. So anyways, we're gonna find a server. Let's see. Drippy 2. All these dead servers, y'all. We'll just game till midnight Eastern Daylight Time, or Eastern Time, or. It's been a while since I've played Team Fortress, but anyways, we're going old school tonight, y'all. Oh man, it's right through my dang feet. Okay, so darn bot, down.
Is now hostile.
Oh man. So I'm gonna turn the game volume down. There we go. It ain't as loud. All right. on, get down in that hole. Oh, man, come on now. Let him hop. I just got blown up, y'all. Oh man! Why is my name old thing? I gotta change it. There we go. Now I changed it to Hardcore Z. So. Oh man! See, that's the thing about Team Fortress Classic. It's fast-paced, it's 90s, and it's also, it just holds up. And you just get blown up every few seconds. Oh, come on! Ah! Oh, man! Alright. Bunny hop with this thing. Ha! Alright. And to think that Team Fortress Classic was dead. It ain't dead. That was lovely. Incoming! Uh-oh. Incoming! Oh, my lord! Okay, I'm gonna change back to, I'll just change to the Demo Man. But then in Team Fortress 2, Demo Man is an alcoholic. And he's always drunk. Oh, me mother, I'm always drunk, dude! Back up! I have a score of -1, y'all. Ah! Okay. Pyro. Okay. Flamethrower! Oh, man. Oh my lord. Okay. No. No. Connect. Okay, let's go to Drippy's 2 Fort, because that seems to be the most popular Team Fortress Classic server there is. I'm on fire. Let's see, can I make it through without getting blown up? Nope. I can't see no. Oh. Oh my lord, this is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. Y'all, this is... Oh my lord, this is crazy. I can't go more than 10 seconds without getting blown up. Oh my lord. Okay, yep. Okay, so we're gonna change games. What What now? Okay, what game now? Because I'm going till at least midnight Eastern time. Let me check my Twitter page. But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he hath committed, and keep all my statutes, and do that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live, he shall not die. That comes to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 18, verse 21, courtesy of Mr. Abe Mason. Let's see what we got going on. Okay. Okay, just checking some things. Checking some things before I figure out what next. Okay, you know what? I think we'll just play Train Simulator Classic. Can't go wrong with that. I mean, can't go wrong with anything there. I mean, yeah, but there's a bunch of audio problems with my computer that resulted from me upgrading to Windows 11, so the sound might not pick up in certain areas. Yep, it's Christmas, so I got the Polar Express as my home space. And in case y'all wonder where, I'm a huge train nut. I love trains. Always have, in some form or another. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Okay. Come on, Train Simulator, load up. Please. Please. It ain't gonna load up. It's gonna take forever, y'all. Can't go wrong with Train Simulator Classic. But maybe we'll just do a bit of route editing and maybe fool around with scenario building. Okay, I'm gonna turn the Half-Life music off and we'll just put the Christmas music back on. There we go. So. Let's see. Alright, so. VTuber model was acting up a bit because of how I was sitting, how I had my head leaning. In fact, I have to start using my webcam again. Not just my VTuber model, but my actual web camera. Because that's what I used to do before my VTuber phase hit. So, I love how in Train Simulator Classic you can just edit routes to your own liking. Especially freeware ones. I mean, because years ago, you used to be able to get the Steam era rendition of the Bessemer and Lake Erie Railroad on Steam. But then the actual real life owners of the Bessemer and Lake Erie Railroad, Canadian Pacific, Canadian National, filed a takedown claim against Steam and against G-Trax Simulations, who in fact made the Bessemer and Lake Erie route for Train Simulator Classic, so they took it down off of Steam. I think they were supposed to re-release it or something without the branding, but then without like the branding and logos and stuff, but then that never happened, and so it just got re-released on Railworks America as freeware. And for a while now, I've just been editing the route to my own liking to make it with like upgrading it with like a mixture of signaling and some other stuff, and I might add like some new buildings and stuff. Editing the route to my own liking. I mean, I don't think G-Trax will sue me or anything. Come on, stay awake. It's gonna take a minute for things to load, y'all. Okay. So here we are. You gotta zoom up from right here at Butler. Wait, this is Butler, right? Right? Yeah, this is Butler. Butler, Pennsylvania. This is the Bessemer and Lake Erie Railroad Station. And over here is the Butler, Baltimore and Ohio Station. Now, originally I had like some signals placed at the ends of the siding, but I removed them for performance reasons. And so here you have this little interlocking. And I know the signaling isn't accurate, but I mean, I'm just reworking the route to my liking. So now, where's the crossover? Okay, so this line here says PRR East. So PRR stands for the Pennsylvania Railroad. So in real life, in modern times, former Pennsylvania Railroad lines are now owned by Norfolk Southern or NS. So I put Norfolk Southern signals here. Well, the signals coming from the recently released Saluda grade route. And since the Baltimore and Ohio is now, or the former Baltimore and Ohio is now owned by CSX Transportation, I put New York Central and Boston and Albany signals. Well, really just New York Central signals right here, because the New York Central is also, the former New York Central lines are now, okay, we have a scammer in the chat. Cheap views. We have a scammer. So, sorry. No scammers. Sorry, no scammers allowed. So y'all disregard that message. We had a, scammer. Alright, so, let's see. So I have these Norfolk Southern signals here. And this is essentially... Now, by default, these are the default Bessemer and Lake Erie Railroad signals, and this is what you would have seen on American railroads in the 1920s. Lower quadrant semaphore signals. But of course, in later years, upper quadrant would become more common. And then, of course, they would soon be replaced by searchlight signals and color light signals, and, well, I mean, I guess in a sort of sense, searchlight is color light, but it's mechanical. So, I have all this here, and I'm reworking the signaling bit by bit so that it's less complicated. But it's kind of hard. So I'm just working on it bit by bit. So now, I guess for now those lower quadrants can just be an exception. Since we're in a yard and it would be really complicated. Well, in fact, no, it isn't. Where am I going with this, y'all? I'm going all over the place. So, I'll just keep these lower quadrant signals here for now. We'll just say that the Bessemer and Lake Erie Railroad had a bit of a budget problem and that they couldn't really do everything. So we'll just say once they get more money, they can re-signal. And here's like a little dwarf signal for backing up, or in case of left-hand running. Now, the standard practice here in the U.S. is trains run on the right-hand track, while in other countries like Australia, the UK, and Northern Ireland and Switzerland, trains run on the left. Now I know they run on the right in Germany. Europe has their own railroad practices. Now, these are a good example of upper quadrant semaphores. These come from the New York Central, Boston and Albany, the Boston and Albany, Boston to Springfield route. Also made by G-Track Simulations and was released this year, I think. It was either this year or last. It was like last year or something. So I put these semaphores here. This station is Oneida Station, or Juanita, however you say it. Oneida, Juanita, however you say it. So you have all these lines overlapping. So that's why I have like the signal block split to allow for longer trains. And then over here you have semaphore signals again. You'll see a lot of those along the way. And you'll also see semaphores right here. And this little dwarf signal. So I'm going to go over here and add a 3-headed dwarf signal for this little junction. Dwarf, okay, so 3 heads, 2 tracks. And what I'll do is I'll raise it up. Okay, I'll raise it up once I get back to work. Good night, Dad. Love you. That was my dad, y'all. He was just telling me good night. It's been a bit of a rough ride for him recently with Mom's surgery because he had to drive her home. So, let's see. Okay, so carrying on. You go down the track a wee bit, and, you find this station and this little interchange right over here. This is where, let me see, where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, nuts. Went the wrong way. Okay. This is where this is Queen Junction, where the Bessemer and Lake Erie Railroad interchange with the Western Allegheny Railroad. I'm not sure if this interchange still exists today. I have a strongly doubt it does. So I think just for like decency or whatever, we'll add a well, maybe just for historical inaccuracy, we'll add a Bessemer and Lake Erie Railroad 2-aspect semaphore signal. It says D, so I guess that means distant, even though it displays only red and green. So we'll add that there, and we'll just leave it there. Well, in fact, no. What we'll do is, well, in fact, we'll take that out. Press H for Hanover, and we'll get the Hanover subdivision fixed distance signal, the approach searchlight. Put it there for like semi-accuracy. We'll go down the line a bit to where the interchange gets onto the main line. So you just have these semaphores there, those lower quadrants, these upper quadrants, and okay. So I'll put, let me see. Let's go down to Boston and Albany. Okay, so we'll remove this signal, and we'll replace it with a tall signal. We'll replace it like a searchlight signal, a giant one with 3 lights, 3 heads, whatever you want to say. Now I gotta work fast. Okay. Wait a minute, that's permissive. Okay. Okay. This is kind of more relaxing and more enjoyable than just Five Nights at Freddy's or first-person shooters every night. This is it's just relaxing. Okay, and I know that this signal ain't really placed right, so we'll oh, all right. Click the signal. There, that way it looks right. All right. There we go. Now hit play so that we can save, and okay, so let's see. Dose has posted a new chapter 3 of Poke City. It's not Christmas without you. Okay. Alright, so let's go down here. Here we go. Right, so, and of course I have signals down here, the junction, but these are of course Norfolk Southern signals, so this is just a what if Norfolk Southern bought out the Western. Well, I mean, maybe I could be wrong, because I don't know everything railroading term, even though I've been a train enthusiast all my life to some degree. So we're gonna keep on going down the line. This lower quadrant semaphore, and The Bessemer and Lake Erie Railroad lower quadrant semaphore signals in Train Simulator Classic, they only display a limited number of aspects. So, we'll probably have like a mix-up of signals. So we'll have like 2 heads. We'll have like a mix-up of signals. I mean, essentially the in fact, you know what? No, I'll just say the Norfolk Southern signals for like. I mean, I have them installed, but only automatic block signals. That is, to like a certain degree. So. Okay, so let's see. So we'll put the signal right here at a curved angle so it can be seen more visibly. Alright. Search for the little dwarf signal. So since this basically is a dead end, we'll just use the little 2-head dwarf. Ooh, I just made my neck crack, y'all. Okay, so let's see if the signals are programmed right. Okay, so yep, they are programmed right at this junction. And then, of course, more semaphores here, so then there's like this little coal mine over here. But then of course out there there's nothing but field. Maybe it's probably just a developer oversight. So we'll probably just call this the semaphore exclusion zone. The unsignaled zone. But of course I'll add extra semaphores. I mean, just for like to allow more trains within like the signal blocks. Okay. We'll add alright, 2 aspect, so 0 on the pole. There we go. So we'll just call this the semaphore exclusion zone. Or just the semaphore only zone. We'll just add some more semaphores. I mean, they're fairly simplistic. They can only show 3 aspects anyways. So we'll just say they're automatic block signals, which are controlled by the passage of trains and by the aspect of CTC home signals. we'll set this one right here. Now, of course, the default speed limit on this route is 50 miles per hour, but I think you can safely run at 60 to 65. Well, depending on certain locations. Like certain curves where you have to slow down to like 30 and 40 miles per hour. You can, I've got to get all this fixed soon. Gotta get like this route update finished. Hang on. Wait a minute. I did a route update down there, so what I can do is I can remove these old semaphores and replace them with newer signaling. So, let's see. Wait a minute. Oh man, I messed that up. Okay, come on. Come on, speed reset. Alright, and perfect. There. Now let's save our work to make sure everything's programmed right. Okay. Yep, so let's see if the junction is... Let's see if their switch aspects are programmed right. Okay, but... Okay, that doesn't seem right. Slow, clear, but then the signal down there is at red. So that should be at restricting, so I think I need to change this. I need to change that signal. Okay, still showing slow clear when the signal down there on the right in the siding is clearly red. So, okay, just change this back to now let me do some switching up here. So I'm gonna change the points here to go to Greenville, or yeah, Greenville branch. Wait a minute. Oh, nuts. I messed up. Wait a minute. No, I didn't mess up. I had the signals programmed right. Okay. So that'll say slow clear. Now, I think down here the signal's down. Okay, so approach. So just approach. But then I'll need to like go down here and place a multiple aspect signal that can say advance approach. So I'm gonna go down here, place the advance approach signal. Okay. There we go. And if the signal doesn't program, then I'll have to do some reworking. Okay. Okay. Now where is that junction? Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's see what happened. Wait a minute, that ain't right. That ain't right. Wait a minute, is there another 3-aspect signal down here that I don't know about? Okay, so something ain't right here. So let me change to the searchlight. Okay. Now, a reason a lot of the shrubbery and stuff disappears when the game loads up is because of my graphics settings. And also so my computer can handle everything while streaming and running my VTuber model. And... okay. Yellow. So, will these down here show... okay, I hope the program right. Please be... okay, yep, double yellow. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so then of course... but then of course... alright, approach slow. Okay. Not sure what the deal is, why some of these signals are the way they are. But, I mean, I guess it can't really be helped. Okay. There we go. Alright. So, I do have signaling installed around the Greenville area, but, my main focus needs to be on the main line. Okay, so... now, now you gotta remember, in real life, the Bessemer and Lake Erie Railroad is now owned by the Canadian National Railroad. So, and most of this is either single track or it's gone. It's ripped up, abandoned. Or it's either just single track. Probably have to add some more signals in that particular area. Okay, so I can add more signals in this area soon. But what I need to do is I can probably just save this little scheme over here for another time. I think I've done enough route editing for the night, so I think what we'll do is we'll try driving the route from Conneaut Docks. Yeah, that's what the place is called, Conneaut Docks. Conneaut, Ohio. That's where it is exactly. The exact location. Okay. One viewer, but it's alright. It's alright if I don't have any viewers at all. Hey, I just do this for the fun, you know? Where's what I'm looking for? Where is it? Okay, so there we go. Excuse me, y'all. Um... I feel tonight's stream wasn't a flop. It was just I just didn't plan for it. I need to start preparing for streams better. So here we are. The Pierre Marquette Railway in one Berkshires, aka the Polar Express. And the fun thing is, when you hit Shift 2, by default, it'll set you by the right hand side of driver wheels. Come on. Only thing that's missing is the engineer and fireman. I don't know how to enable those. And then you have this Bessemer here, because you have 50 hoppers behind you. Or something. It's a little scenario I made. I'm gonna go up ahead and make sure all the switches are set. Yep. Switches are all set. I think I have a AI train. No, I don't. I don't have an AI train set up in this scenario. This was just meant to test the strength of the Berkshires. And yep, they're pretty flexible in a sort of sense. Use too much steam. See, my fear is that I'm gonna run out of steam and that I'll stall on the hill. wonder if I should like fix this little junction up here and make everything like bi-directional for like bi-directional running. And also if you hold the spacebar down and hit enter, it changes the whistle pitch. What's the matter with you? I can't say anything right. Now, I tried the scenario. Like I said, I made this little scenario just to test the power of the Berkshire. I'm gonna probably like keep working on it from time to time. We'll just let her run. Sorry, I got distracted by something on Twitter. So, there's this little area over here. Now, the signaling arrangement for this area was a bit complicated. So, essentially, this signal right here on the left governs this track right here. The signal on the right governs the siding or passing track, whatever you want to call it. Now, fun fact about this engine model, you can actually lift up this little thingy and look down and see the stoker, which moves the coal, see right here, into the firebox. But I can't open the firebox because of the automatic fireman. And those are like the stoker jets. They're steam-powered little steam-powered jets that splash the coal everywhere in the firebox to provide even heating. So it looks like I'm gonna have to use some steam to get us up the hill. And we're already losing speed. Lovely. Wonder if I should have paired up two Berkshires. Come on, girl, don't stall on me. Well, I can just edit the scenario. Well, anyways, I've been streaming for just over 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the night. And apologies that this stream wasn't much, but at least that we did something. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. May God bless you all. And I guess I'll see y'all again sometime later this week. And I'm gonna definitely try to get AFK Journey to work. And hopefully, if God willing, Wuthering Waves will work. So anyways, God bless you all. Good night.